County have asked the GBI to assist in the investigation.
Towns County authorities say the preliminary investigation determined their deaths to be a murder-suicide. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes is live at GBI headquarters in DeKalb County. And Deidre, you spoke to the family of these teens.
Yeah, I spoke to loved ones this afternoon, and they just say none of this makes sense. They said that the boys loved each other, that they would never hurt each other. Both suffered gunshot wounds. The family tell me they do suspect foul play in this case. Now, a hiker discovered the bodies of 19-year-old Kadira Malik Lewis and Nazir Rahim Lewis the morning of March 8th atop Bell Mountain in Towns County. Now, the sheriff's office called in the GBI to assist in the case. Authorities said a preliminary investigation revealed the deaths were a murder-suicide, but at the same time, this investigation is ongoing. Now, family members tell us the teens were scheduled to fly to Boston the morning of March 7th to visit friends, but they missed their flight. They lived with their father and stepmother in Lawrenceville. Now, their stepmother was reportedly the last one to see the brothers at the residence the night of March 7th, and their bodies were discovered in Towns County early the next morning. Now, their airline tickets, authorities say, were still in their wallets when their bodies were discovered. Loved ones say the teens had never visited the area where they were found, some 2.5 hours away from Atlanta. They insist this was not a murder-suicide.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Dose City, and I'm back with another video. If y'all want to get how, come roll with me. Now, I'm not sure if you guys heard of the twin brothers who were found at the top of the Georgia mountain. They're deeming it as a murder-suicide, right? But it still doesn't make any sense to the family. I believe they missed their flight, and then they got a phone call that the twin brothers were mysteriously got killed at the top of the Georgia mountain. Now,
on Bell Mountain, the bodies of twin brothers found in Towns County near the North Carolina line, 90 miles from their home in Lawrenceville. The GBI initially investigating this as a murder-suicide, but tonight the family says they're not buying it. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn spoke with them just a few hours ago. He's live for us in our newsroom with more on this investigation and what the family has to say. Cody.
Well, Jennifer, the brothers Kadir and Nazir Lewis were twins. The GBI says a hiker found their bodies at the top of Bell Mountain on Saturday morning. Both had been shot. The family couldn't believe it when they got the call hours later, knowing the twin brothers were supposed to be in Boston visiting friends.
We want answers. We want to know exactly what happened to the twins.
Nazir and Kadir Lewis.
Those are my nephews.
Just a few weeks shy of their 20th birthday.
I can get past it, they're gone.
The twins' uncle, Rahim Bronner.
They're very protective of each other. They love each other. They're like inseparable. So I couldn't imagine them hurting each other because I never even seen them get into a fist fight before.
The GBI saying their preliminary investigation points to the twins' death being a murder-suicide.
We knew right away that wasn't true.
Family says the twins had a 7 a.m. flight to Boston last Friday.
Right there, we never heard from them. They missed their flight. We don't know what happened.
24 hours later, the twins' body found 90 miles away.
How they end out in the mountains, they don't hike out there. They never even been out there. They don't know nothing about Hiwassee, Georgia. They never even heard of Bell Mountains. So how did they end up right there?
A mystery this family is trying to solve.
They had a huge support system. Like, we know them that they wouldn't do anything like this. So to say that they did this to each other when they come from a family of love, and they love each other, they always together.
I want to send my condolences out to the young men who lost their life. I looked up Hiwassee to see kind of what kind of place this is, right? There are still places that are sundown towns, right? Places they got a little girl, a black girl, a little black and a little white girl in the picture, but Hiwassee population only 1,000 people. Whoa. 2023 was only 1,000 folks living there. So that could tell you the town of Hiwassee could tell you, like, a lot of people know, it's like they all know each other basically. It's a town that everyone knows each other. For only 1,000 people. I come from a big state, so you know what I'm saying, there's people that live here that I could like walk by and never know, right? But in Hiwassee, with a population only 1,000, trust and believe, people know each other. Georgia had a population of 1,140, with 92% identify as white, which is non-Hispanic, and 95% of resident being U.S. citizen. So this is a predominantly very white town. In a place like this that has only 1,000, under 2,000, under 1,500 people, you know that the cops and whoever is all in cahoots with everything. Y'all don't even have the cause of death. It's not even fully finalized, and y'all already saying it's a murder-suicide. I say this all the time. Like, you got to teach your children where they are and what they are and where they're from and how they're going to be treated because of the color of their skin. Yeah, it's something off. Like, first of all, they got to investigate. They have to, the GBI, which is stand for the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, right? Is an independent statewide agency that supports the state's criminal justice system in the areas of criminal investigation, forensic laboratory services, and computerized criminal. Listen, they need their own personal investigator. Like, if I was a part of the family, that's what we do. We getting our own investigators, our own private investigators, because with something like that, especially, this is why it's just like kind of sad. It's like you have to, from the trail, from the stepmom being the last one to see them, from the cameras of, you know, where they was on their way to, from who picked them up, from how did this happen? Like, I've heard too many stories like this, and there's nobody getting caught for it. Like, I remember hearing a story about a young man who, like, when disappeared literally and was found in a swamp. Like, and the town that he was in was a predominantly white town, and you know what I'm saying, they don't know what happened. And last time they seen him, he went into a store and he came out the store, and like that was the last time that they seen him on the camera. Then all of a sudden they find him in a swamp nearby. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are stories like this often. There's that story about that young man who, you know, lost his life and got wrapped up in he was like a wrestler. It happened like a few years ago, and got wrapped up in like a bunch of mats in the gym, and they still have not found out who. And that happened in Georgia as well. The kid with the dreads, I forgot his name. I'm so sad, I forgot his name. But I've heard similar stories like this a lot. So it's like, when I say I don't feel like they're gonna find out who, I hope, God willing, they find out what happened, but I think they need to get their own private investigator to really investigate this from top to bottom, because I don't feel like they're gonna get a fair investigation. But with a town population of 1,000 and change, that means that the killer, if there was a killer, is in that town, is a part of that 1,200 people, right? So you kind of do the numbers on that. Again, I want to say my condolences. I'm gonna stay, you know, connected to the story and keep you guys updated, man. It's your girl Dose City. Let's get it. Let's go.